Bithi is Bangladeshi. I'm from South Africa. I am like very, very South African. Very, very South African. I'm here from South African, in South Africa, doing South African things as a South African. Which, you know, is pretty fun. Boy, boho, bohom, dee dee doo 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 doo. How old am I? That's a good question. Sure. It's a very good question. This is interesting. Let me see. I am 51. 51 years old. I'm 51 years old. I'm 51 years old. I've been running around for 51 years. But I've only really been happy for a few of those. Let's go. Andrew, and I am part of a team that has a vision to build an insane, epic, massively multiplayer online role-playing tower defense universe.
The lieutenant is very generous calling you a commander. I have yet to see you command anything. This is no game, so listen up, scrub. Our motto, every girl safe, is more than just some trendy line you young social justice keyboard warriors use to look cool in front of your idiotic friends. Millions have laid down their lives on battlefields in every dimension and rallied to the cry to be the wall of protection around those who cannot protect themselves. You have one mission. One.
Every girl safe.
So you start out on the OSP Lucille, a mega interdimensional jump ship where you get to hang out with your clanmates or just random friends that you've met in our gaming world. And there you get to choose your loadout, which is connected to your inventory, which is connected to your wallet. Now, a wallet is a vault where your assets are stored. And in our gaming universe, anything you unlock is yours. You can use it, you can sell it to other players, it is yours. So we've got these really fun multiplayer modes where you can go 1v1 in a little arena, or you can go 4v4 in a full-on MOBA setup. And over there you'll also unlock all sorts of cool things, but as a clan or a founder or someone who enjoys setting up esports events, we've made sure that you can actually set up branding in the different kinds of environments. So here we show you a city environment where there's branding up already, and you can see that that branding is up in the environment. And over here you can see how when you take your loadout in, remember your loadout is connected to your wallet, so these are all NFTs you're taking in. The card that you have chosen is going to affect the way your turrets look, the way your character looks, the way your guns look, everything. It's all completely customizable. And I mean, you know, as gamers, we like our skins, we like our customization, we like to be different, unique, and cool. We've been working on this bootlegging for 2 years, dreaming about it for much longer. And Web3 and AI have made it possible for us to accomplish this dream. But this next step now is we need partners, we need grants, We need venture capitalists. We need angels. Anybody who helps us on any level is an angel. And this video is just a little showcase to let you know that we're serious. Man, we have a vision. We're going to get her done. We have a vision. We're going to get her done. Trying to find where I am. There I am. It's nice to see everybody. It's Tanya on Facebook. Hi Tanya. How you doing? How you doing? I remember when my name used to be Tanya. It's Chloe. Hey Chloe. Chloe the cutie. Oh my word. So my niece Chloe is the cutest of the cute that ever cuted cutely. I mean, like super duper cute. So Chloe, you know, we've been making a cool game, man. Let's see. One day I'm gonna have Chloe presenting streams with me because she's so cool. I think trillions of people will just tune in. So, okay, so what do we got here? We got folks watching on all the different platforms. It is 7 o'clock. I went about 8 minutes early today just because I was feeling a bit relaxed. We go live at the same time every day. Watch this, Chloe. I'm gonna play the latest update here. It's a 1 minute update of our latest what. And I think it's getting pretty cool, man. It's getting pretty cool. Beathy says, do you sing or play music? I used to when I was a youngster, Beathy. Beathy is on Arena Social. So I'm watching comments from all the different platforms. I used to sing and play music and stuff, but now I'm really enjoying the game development thing. It's really fun, you know. I find that I get to take all my talents and at the same time pump them into you know, what we're doing here. So here we go. It's a 1 minute trailer of what the game looks like right now, and it's completely playable. So if you've got a PC with a fast graphics card, you can play our game. La. Yeah. So let me play. So it's quite cool. We've been using AI to help with our cinematics, you know, the in-game storytelling. So I'm going to play one now that is called We Need You, Commander. And like the story of our game takes place. So we've renamed Africa in our game is called Athera, and we live in southern Athera. So I think it's kind of cool. And Athera suddenly has all these portals opening up all over the place, and people just start disappearing into something called the in-between. So this this thing that we used a lot of AI, which is so cool that we can do this now, where it does like little interviews, short interviews with a lot of people, and it just gives you an idea of what the impact of the in-between is. Here we go. know if you've all got audio.
We don't just fight to survive. We fight so they don't have to.
They tore the sky open. I was holding my sister's hand. And then...
It's tearing the city apart. We need to get out of here now. The light swallowed her. We never saw her again. But the children of the light, they pulled me out.
The first rip was recorded 18 years ago. Half a city vanished, the other half was never the same. This was no natural phenomenon. Someone, or something, opened those gates from the other side. As far as we can tell, a ripping event takes what is here, there, and brings what is there, here.
We call it a rip, but technically, it's a tear in the membrane between frequencies of reality.
Those things, they're drawn to the unprotected, to the young. We don't know why, but we have to stop them.
Whatever they are, they feed on innocence. They seek the pure of heart. That's why they go for that which is most precious.
Every girl safe.
We need you, Commander. The innocent need you.
Nobody will hold you back this time. Your wrath is our only hope.
The children of the light are ready for you to lead again, Commander.
You do not have the luxury of sitting this one out, Commander.
We need you, Commander. We need you, Commander.
We need you, Commander.
For Lucille! For Athera! Every girl safe!
Every girl safe! Hey, Jason.
Hey, funk, how you doing?
Nice. So,
Nice, it's very nice.
Sheshi says, "We need you, Commander." Yes, we need you, Commander. There's Dom. Hey, Dom. Please tell me that you guys can at least hear the audio from the things on Arena Social. Yay! There's audio on Arena Social. Let's dance. Oh, 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 oh. Let's go. So cool. My niece Chloe was watching for a bit on Facebook. Maybe she still is. Chloe is like very cool. That's a cool kid. Our family in general is just very cool. Like everybody's ridiculously good looking. You know, like that's crazy. I think we've got some cheat codes. You know, that's my assumption is that our family somehow won some kind of genetic lottery. Present company excluded, of course. Oh my word, it's Senior Choice. Woo! Senior Choice.
How are you doing?
How are you?
Doing good. Finishing lunch on the side, but excited to be here with you, accompanying you. So happy with so many ambassadors joining our community, cooking a call with Samified and FQ so we can get things rolling. The family grows.
Oh, it's so cool, man. So, Senior Choice, do you? So, what's the last kind of big game you played that you really enjoyed?
Oh, I'm enjoying Operation Safe Place a lot. There's still some things to tweak here and there, but so far I'm loving it. In terms of like shooter mixing toward defense, I think that's the go-to. But from different games, I've been enjoying. They gave me some early access to one that Jason was pretty addicted to. It's Web3. It's called Swords of Blood. It's got really good loop. It keeps you grinding the maps, fighting for the thingies, and it's got NFTs that you grind as you clear levels. It's like a hack and slash Diablo like game where you have your character and you level up your stuff. And for casual gaming, RTS, Medieval Empires is taking like 10 minutes a day of my time, and it's giving me like $1, $2 a week. So helps for the candies.
Don't spend it all at once, my man.
Yeah, I have to be careful with kids keep wanting more popsicles.
Popsicle budget.
100%. But yeah, it's good, and it's got a really nice feature. I know we're gonna have this too, but it's like a AI character telling you about history of the Crusades and all of that stuff. So you got the two sides. You got the KG and you got the Crusaders, and then the hero from the Turkish tribes. You get to ask him a question for 1 silver in game, and then he starts telling you about the story of all of what happened. And same for the Crusaders. So it's nice, but you have to pay to interact with the AI, even if it's in-game currency. It's a hard one to get, but yeah, it's nice. I've been playing with Marcello. Sometimes we stream it on Thursdays because it's just casual, and the fact that you can attack enemy camps with friends, it's amazing. I think that once we bring the opportunity to bring other people in OSP at the same time, it's gonna be insane because it's when it gets fun, when you get to play with friends.
Yeah, we've actually started working on the multiplayer maps and the ability for players to actually load onto the Lucille and run around together. So we're working on that stuff. And so Jason, are you doing other work? Are you here? Are you present? Are you with us?
I am present, good sir.
Oh,
what percentage?
Yeah.
We gotta split ourselves so many times that like how present are you is gotta be like a percentage number.
Yeah, we multitask like crazy. Although I'm trying to get into the discipline of not doing other work while I'm live, because the live streams were taking quite a hit, while I was doing that. Tanya says stock out. It's so strange that the what is that sound? Someone clapping in the background. Jason, what is that? It's always
You
like
only had you on
strange
80%. That other 20% was clapping something.
Yeah. So Jason, did you? So we've got a meeting with those. What are they? Hey, there's Enjoy One too. Oh, Dom H, if you want to jump on stage, let me know. We'll send you the linky so you can come jump on stage and chat with us. I know you've got like children, cattle, horses, and all sorts of things to take care of. But so Jason, these new guys, this looks pretty interesting. Where players will potentially be able to, like, especially handy for the big maps and the you're going to be able to buy battleships and stuff. Looks like you'll actually be able to pay them off. Like they'll actually finance the NFT. Did you read the blurb?
Yeah, dude. I cannot wait to have the meeting with them. Really intrigued by that.
Yeah, because I was wondering, how are we gonna do this? Because it's no joke to build an entire. Look, there's very little difference between an entire battleship for your clan and a city, and for someone to cough up, $10,000 or whatever for an entire city, that's kind of crazy. And I'm wondering, like, these. I don't know if you read the conversation there that I was having with those guys, but I was like, where are these guys gonna find the capital? Like, let's say $1,000 NFT. Where are these guys gonna find the capital? Manic Pixie Trash Panda, you're also welcome to come on stage. We actually need to set up either a Telegram or WhatsApp group for our talkie people. It's in your choice, like Dom
Yes,
and all these kind
I'm
of.
gonna get to it right
Yeah.
now. So all the people coming to our spaces, we're gonna have them on the same place and regather them.
Well, yeah. So people who might want to jump on stage with us from time to time. Like Dom's a very good speaker, and Manic Pixie Trash Panda. Also
Yeah, they both
very
rock.
well spoken. Yeah. Yeah. So Jason, I was thinking, like, where there's B. Hey B. B is always welcome on stage, obviously. B. So you've seen the link, I'm sure. So where do you think they would get the money to finance half? Because they pay us completely for something that other people finance, and then the other people pay it off. How do you think that works? How do they capitalize a thing like that?
Again, hence why I'm very curious to have this meeting with them.
Yeah, no, my mind is a little bit blown. I'm not gonna lie.
No, I'm with you there. I think it's the array of solutions that they have are very interesting. We pair that up with the array of solutions that we're building, and we're going to have something very interesting.
Yeah, imagine you'd have to have a lot of capital, because what happens? I mean, so they yeah, no, I can't. I think that's going to be an interesting meeting, because so someone buys an NFT cash, so they pay 50%, and then they're going to pay off the next 50%. How are they guaranteed I mean, NFTs are in a bit of a gambly world, man, So are they insured, or have they got insurance for scumbaggery, or what is it?
Yeah, it's there's quite a few questions that have to be answered on that slide.
So you're also kind of stumped.
Very.
Yeah, I'm like, what? Like I'm not like 100% sure of what understanding, but I mean, man, if it's a genuine thing, that'll be spectacular, man.
Potentially linked to, like, I reckon it's linked to some lending pool. There's I haven't dived too deep into it, but I reckon there is some strong DeFi elements to this.
What is DeFi? Yeah, well, decentralized finance, but what is it in context of something like this?
Liquidity pools, lending pools.
Yeah, but I mean, those are just words to me. Yeah.
Well, people contributing, like, let's say stable coins, right? So you fill up a pool with stable coins. The payments to them, so like if they're financing through these pools, and the users that are financing, let's say, an NFT, are paying with interest to these pools. So the pool participants are benefiting from the yield, the APRs, APYs, etc.
Man, let's see if we get Dom up here. Dom is an accountant. No, she's a payroll person. Hey, Dom, do you even understand what Jason's saying here? Because it's in your choice. Do you have any idea what Jason's saying here? Because I feel like this is above my intellectual pay grade.
Yeah, it was like a different language to me as well. I did not hear quests or gems or in-game in-game currencies. I got really confused too.
That is funny. Gems or quests. Or...
What's the drop rate on those on those words? I need to know.
Uh-huh.
Funk, did Choice just mention the word sword?
Yes, we need one in the game. I want to
Funk,
have a lightsaber to destroy them
what
enemies.
was the situation with those swords that you were talking about earlier?
Oh well. I mean, Senior Choice might enjoy that.
Let's go. Samurai mode on.
Do you like swords? Senior Choice?
Oh yes, I do. I enjoy them in every game. I did took some katana classes when I was learning Hapkido because my uncle was like into different martial arts. So he did gave us a seminar where we learned like the basic movements of Kembo. But yeah, it was nice.
So how about a sword in Operation Safe Place that has like a lightsabery thing attached to it? And
it would rock, yeah. Star Wars vibes.
yes.
Let's go.
Tom H is yes.
For sure. I would love to have that. You know what? I will tell you what I'm craving for because sometimes I just don't find the time to submit everything to the forms thingies. But I feel like a stronger process of achievements
Campy. Yeah.
where me as a player would see that progress and the next challenge that I need to get to. So I feel that I am part of the loop rather than interacting on the experience and then like replaying it again. But like I like the feeling of being challenged as a gamer. So if I already cleared the easy mode, then I like this thingy that is going to tell me now you have to clear the next mode. Like walking me through every challenge that I need to face and rewarding me, even if it's going to be with any in-game asset or anything that keeps me coming back for it, grinding a leaderboard where people can easily see it so you can flex. I think that one is one of the things that keeps gamers pumped. And I think we
Yeah,
have it. We just have to find a way to make it more visible.
well, we got a lot of work to do on the in-game economy because that's really challenging. So it's about what you do on chain or off chain. Gumpy, the game wizard, says, "I want the sword of Bujabonga on OSP. Let's go. We'll do it, man." Driving and listening. Dom wants a sword for each hand. Let's go. Hunga bunga. Enjoy one too. So okay, so this is what we've got to figure out with our economy. Senior Choice. So right now, in the current just want to answer this live at the moment. We'll answer ASAP. So right now in the alpha state, people can actually install this like hacking program for Unreal Engine games. So any reward system that we put into that game now will be exploitable. Yeah. So so we're what we're thinking is, okay, if exploitability is unavoidable, then we have to limit what players can achieve each week and thus create many achievement-based activities. So in other words, the hacker installs his thing and then exploits the heck out of Unreal, OSP. So he goes and he's got some cheat that helps him kill everything. Yes, Uncle Funk is a scammer. Absolutely. We mustn't forget this, and we must remind people weekly. um, so what we're thinking is we go every activity is a self-contained activity that you have to load up an entire map to do. But when you do that activity, it's going to give you courage. And that's a question that we started discussing, Jason. Rob mentioned, to help drive transaction volume, and measurable transaction volume. Currently, courage is purely an in-game fungible token. So making that an on-chain fungible token, which is a full-on meme coin with unlimited supply, that should be possible, hey? Because if you're going to spend courage to buy things, and you need like 1 million courage to buy this and 100,000 courage to buy that, Jason, is that? I'm sure it's exploitable even on chain, but do you think it will help us with our transactional presence on the DApp radars and things?
No.
Okay.
There's ways to solve these issues. The data entries and all the rest of it, when it comes to on-chaining that as a currency, it would just create an additional, very unnecessary headache that would lead to people complaining about price action on something that they earn. So the answer as to making it a currency on chain, I would say, is a no. But there's ways. Yeah, we will discuss. I've got a few things noted down around this.
Awesome.
All right. So Dom H says, how do you get courage now? Well, currently, I'll have to let Jason take the lead on this one, because in the OSP server, you would connect your goodies, your NFTs, and you would earn courage. Are we connected in Citadel yet?
We are. There's a couple of things that we need to finalize with Papa Bear and a bit of rebalancing.
Okay.
For the asset base, because of having the social earning of courage as well as part of this big campaign that we're going to be doing as of next week. There's just a bit of rebalancing, but everything is in place, and we're getting the shop and everything else ready as well. So people will be able to earn courage from within the game, from outside of the game. It will have weekly caps on it. And yeah, pretty excited to actually kick this off, because it is step one of economy building.
Yeah, absolutely. Because, you can't have a Doksuki not be earning courage, or be holding funk or funkies and not be earning courage. These are travesties, unacceptable. And Joey is here to talk about the travesty of it.
Of course, what an abomination, man. Like, if the Doksukis, the funkies, the Funkat aren't earning courage, what are we even doing, bro? Oh, man. Love to be here. Jason, it's your choice. I know, I see you, I talk with you twice a day, and we have random meetings many times per day. I end up talking with you more time than I talk to my girlfriend, and I think she's pretty jealous of that. How do you guys feel about it?
Don't even mention it. My wife feels the same.
You know, she's just jealous of my amazing hair. It's okay. It's
fine. She's always like, is Jason a girl's name?
Wow, you've been hanging out with Rob as well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's so like so. Listen, what happened to me today? It's so cool hearing how our team is always like chatting and planning and doing all the things. So this morning, I don't know. I went to bed at as is my custom, 5:30, 6 in the morning, and the season's changing here. It's going from winter to spring. So there's just pollen everywhere, and the plants all trying to impregnate each other, and the trees are doing their things, and it all goes up your nose. And I was feeling a bit stuffy, so I thought, listen, well, before I lie down to have a nap, let me have an antihistamine. So
You knew what was going to happen.
dude, I had no idea. I forgot. I didn't, like, I don't know. I missed 4 meetings. Mandy had to run the wisdom session for me. Hello, my baby. Do you want to say hello to everybody? Come say hi to everybody. Okay. I love you. Mwah, mwah. I heard Ahava scuttling around in the kitchen. So I had no, I'm telling you, I've had no meetings. Yeah, Dom H. Yeah, I can't say that out loud, but I did say those exact words to Rob today. Yeah, it's like, I mean, that antihistamine, I was just like, quack, 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 quack. I missed meetings, and oh boy.
Yeah, I mean, anytime I talk to Andrew and he doesn't respond within a minute, I know that I'm not going to get him to respond for 5 hours.
Yeah, that's basically it. But in my defense, like my real life, so when I'm in real life meetings, I don't take my phone with me at all into the meeting, because Kat's gonna come hang out on stage with us tomorrow. Woohoo! Yeah, I don't take the phone with me into meetings, and because I sleep so little, I just put everything on silence, even switch off my computer, everything. So I'm trying to sleep lately, man, and I'm struggling a bit. I blame it on Joey.
Yeah, I mean, I spent yesterday or the day before the full day working on that short movie. And I didn't realize that I spent like 16 or 17 hours on the computer. And then I was hit with that immense headache, man. I was like, how do these guys manage to stay on Discord 24/7 and not burn out?
Senior Choice is saying those are rookie numbers.
100%. 17 only, man.
No,
Joey, I do 17 hours in the morning.
That's not like
yeah. Jeez, we work. Good Lord. Yeah, no, I have to say that the worst for me in the past month and a half was I did a 32-hour day, the one day, and that was yeah. Thank you, Kat, for letting me sleep this morning. Hey, what's that?
You were practically hallucinating during that period.
Jeez, and I mean, I was trying to not be angry the whole time, and
people were making that difficult.
Yeah, because I couldn't step away from Discord, because then the devs, because we were hiring all those devs, they would just do nothing if you aren't present. So if I wasn't there, they would just do nothing. And the time that I would step away, when I came back, like everything was broken, because they would just do what they wanted. So then I'm thankful that, Rob and then Blush started jumping in as well. But it was so hectic. I mean, that one stretch, like a 32-hour stretch, whew, But I mean, if I say it's not horrible work-wise, because we love what we do. It was just my body was I was full on hallucinating. But speaking of hallucinations, Joey is going to talk to us about Doksukis. Where is it? So, Joey, did you know that you can actually upload a video to play? So, if you click on the present thing here, you'll see that it says video file. You can actually upload that video of yours.
Wow.
And it'll play good quality.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh,
with audio.
Sheesh. Let me try. I'm just doing this so we can try, right? I'm not doing it for showing off my stuff or anything.
No, I want you to show off your stuff because I'm excited about the Doksuki economy card in OSP. I've been working on concepts around what it does. Been experimenting with things that you run over that give you a financial boost.
All right, let me see. Can you see it?
Yeah. I'm going to add it. Here we go. Wait. There it is.
Okay.
Came from the shadows, now we slay. Whispers in the dark, but we don't play.
Hang on. Is it lagging for everybody? Or is it smooth? I'll play it from the beginning. It's quite cool. Is it smooth? Nice. Okay. So I'll play it from the top. So before I play it, give some history, Joey. Tell everybody what they're about to watch.
I was waiting for that. Yeah, I was waiting for context. So basically, I've been in Web3 for over 3 years. And my first community, the community I've built from the ground in a very weird place, Doge. Out of all of the places I could have built a community, I chose Doge to build my community there. We had the great run. Everybody loved the Doksukis. We went on the OKX official spaces, but eventually the Doge space, the NFT Doge space died. And with it, all of the other collections. So basically the community that I had built has been left wondering what are the next steps. And I couldn't really do anything with them because they were on the Doge chain. It's not even EVM. And after I think it's been 2 years now. Almost 2 years now, 18, 20 months. I thought to myself, I'm so active within the Operation Safe Place ecosystem, and it's a shame that I cannot give the Doksukis some value from that. So I talked to Andrew and Rob, and we had a high-end meeting, like the ones that you would imagine people have in the Pentagon, where we're talking about how we're going to integrate Doksukis into the Operation Safe Place ecosystem. And we agreed that since this is my community, and since the projects that we will be onboarding later on will have to follow a similar path to this onboarding process, we decided to have the Doksukis be super ultra exclusive and have super ultra perks and inside the game, which is going to be the economy cards. So right now what we're doing is on Friday, we have the Doksuki, the Operation Safe Place Doksuki mint, where we're going to mint 99 cards on Magic Eden. The people who are whitelisted are the Doksuki community and the directors of Operation Safe Place. There's no one else whitelisted besides the giveaway winner. So it's super exclusive. There are only 99 whitelists available, and it's going to be on sale. So after this video, after the space, if someone want to know how they can get their hands on Say, if you have AVAX, if you have Doge, if you have anything, and you want to get your hands on Say, just reach out to me on X, Discord, Telegram, via phone, send me a text, send me a message, and I'll show you how you can get your hands on some Say. Without further ado, Andrew, feel free to play the video.
Never fade, we're here to stay. Light up the streets, watch the night time. Came from the shadows, now we slay. Whispers in the dark, but we don't play. Keys in the hands, treasures on the way. Echoes of the past, get the crowd. breaking every chain, opening the door. Why is there in the storm on sway? Toxic in the blood, we don't go away. Dogs who keep coming back, say no more. Step into the gate, what do you say? Legends never fade, we're here to stay. Lighting up the streets, watch the night turn. Operation Safe, places where the stories lays. Took it from the ground, never went astray. Voices of the girls, louder every day. Enemies tremble when they hear us say. Slip through the portal, no one stays. The girls need us, baby, far away. Here, Uncle Phone, call out your name. We need a dog, Chicky, what do you say? Say, we need a dog, Chicky, what do you say? Say, we need a dog, Chicky, what do you say? You say, say, say.
Oh boy. We must upload that to our Say group with Young and everybody.
I Young interacted with it, even Jason.
Nice, man.
But basically, our Jason was like, yeah, we set the new standards to our storytelling. We cannot go back. So we actually had a meeting today, him, the graphic designer, and I, to see how, moving forward, this is how our content would look on our feed.
Oh, nice, man.
One day, Funk, people will realize just how many moving parts and how many moving team members that are involved in all of this.
Yes, we got an awesome team. Vincenzo, yo. Yeah, I mean, what an incredible team. Where's Manic Pixie Trash Panda, Senior Choice? How are we going to get them all up to you, man?
I think that she's on her 9 to 5 at this time of the day. That's probably why she cannot really jump into the stage and she's grinding life. But I'm sure she's keeping a close eye.
Okay, I'm with you. With you. I'm with you. With you. With you. I'm with you. With you. I'm with you. With you. With you. I'm with you. 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 There's Eddie. Eddie saying, GM sir. Man, I've got to at the day job in the building hates arena. We got to figure out how to see these comments in real time, man. I wonder, so is there, Jason, is there I don't know, maybe Senior Choice or Joey. Remember back in the day you had, what was it, some kind of Twitter feed management, I'm trying to think, where you could see all the comments and notification. TweetDeck it was called. I'm wondering if we mustn't get something like that to keep track of, the different comments and stuff, because I see people comment on X and then I only see it like 7 working days later,
It's crazy. Yeah, you don't get to view everything that you would like to see, and then you get spammed with a bunch of things that are useless and just aiming to distract you. But yeah, it would be good to gather everything in one place. I think that with the ambassadors, we're going to have a place where they can keep us posted whenever they're posting something. But for
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna need some system, because I'm just trying to keep up with comments, but they I know people like Eddie. I don't know when Eddie typed GM sirs there. If it was this year. Hey Joey, do you think that comment happened in 2025?
Which comment?
Exactly.
No, from Eddie. I think it was yesterday. I think it was.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's okay. The comment hasn't reached the Lebanon yet, so.
Yeah. It's like, what the heck, man?
We got a team of Soulbones, so maybe he went through the reap and posted in the past. We just get to see it now.
Andrew, I
Yeah.
had a question. Why
Oh,
did you call the character of Operation Safe Place Soulbound? Is this anything related to Web3?
No, I see there's soulbound things in Web3, but it's based on the soul tie philosophy in the game, where you form a soul tie with a hero, and Japiti, which is my affectionate term that I use for ChatGPT, started referring to the player characters as soulbound. And I was like, oh, that's true, because if we create a soul tie with one of the heroes, so for instance, if your soul tie is with Lucille, then you're of the children of the light, and you've got those healer abilities. If your soul ties with Katsu, you're of the Wrathborn, and
I mean,
you've got those abilities. Yeah,
we can do something interesting down the line where we actually soulbound characters to the wallets of players. So it's some sort of a marriage commitment between someone and a certain character, where they will only be able to use that specific character. It will become soulbound to that account.
Yeah, what is
saying
Web3? Okay, go for it, Jason.
Their account progression is going to be tied to soulbound NFTs. That's actually just the default way that the system is being set up. When it comes to progression, you also want to allow for flexibility in players, adapting from one style or one character to another. So yeah, we can't tie that aspect down because it would be quite limiting in practice. And I'm saying that I'm going to be muted for a little bit as I need to feed myself, and I'm going to be here, but I'm going to be muted.
Jason just roasted my idea and is now going to roast some chickens, man. This guy's an legend.
Yeah. What is soulbound in context of Web3?
So think about it this way. If you mint an NFT, you can trade it, you can send it to other people, which means that it's not tied to any wallet whatsoever. But a soulbound NFT is as soon as it gets minted from the contract, it gets attached to the specific wallet that minted it. And you cannot send this token outside of the wallet. It becomes attached to the wallet. So people who want to sell the NFT have to sell the wallet, which is practically impossible. So whenever you want something to remain with someone without them being able to trade it, you make it a soulbound token.
Definitely something to think about. I'm keen for that kind of dynamic. Anyway, I just had it's like a kind of a peanut snack pack. It literally doesn't say anywhere that it's spicy, but man, it's spicy. Nowhere, yeah.
What is it called?
Crunchy Nibbles.
Oh, okay. Crunchy nibbles. Interesting.
There's the word spicy. Here we go. Okay. Let me put this by the camera. And look it out. They fill up this thing so that you can hardly read the white writing on the yellow thing.
Yes.
And it says, Chev Da mix, a spicy Indian snack with peanuts, sev, and ribbon noodles.
Yeah,
So
it
where's all the
definitely
people?
says it's spicy.
Yeah?
It definitely says it's spicy.
No, but I couldn't read that. I just saw crunchy nibbles. It is very nice. Unique unicorn team. Hey, unique unicorn team. Isn't a unicorn? What is that? Is that $1 million thing or a multi-million-dollar thing? In relation to a business, do you guys know what qualifies as a unicorn?
Oh, I don't know.
No, I don't know either. Maybe it's $1 billion company. I remember when I was a man trapped in a woman's body for 9 months. It was nice. And then and then I came out of the, of my mom's womb, and then I was like, what the hell is this place?
Get me back in.
Answering here.
So, Andrew, one thing I think that's helpful during the stream, I have a test mint on Magic Eden for people who don't know how to mint. So if you want, we can run it over during the stream.
Yeah, go for it.
Awesome. Do you want to
Yeah. Stream it. Where's your PowerPoint presentation? All the things, man.
All right. Give me a sec. Alrighty. I do this. I do that. All right. Can you see my screen?
Almost. Joey OSP, add to the Yo! Look at that.
Okay, great. So when you go to Magic Eden, there are two chains that we're concerned with. There's the AVAX chain, which is this one, and there's the Sage chain, which is this one. Our collections are mostly on the Sage chain. Now, when the mint is going to happen, it's going to be under the mint terminal section. So you will have to go to mint terminal, and it will be featured under the live feed. It will take a second to load. So one of these will be the Doksuki mint. This is one that we created as an example. So let's assume this is the Doksuki. First, you make sure that your wallet is connected. You click on it. You pick how many you want to mint. And then upon clicking mint, you get prompted, you sign, and then you get the NFT sent to your wallet. It is that easy. The problem is that you have to do it very quickly, because sometimes you will not have time to mint. They will just mint out before you have time to do so. So you see, for example, here they're sold out. So you just need to be quick whenever you're going to be minting. So I suggest have your wallet connected, then automatically click on the button, then you can just mint, and it would just happen. It's that simple.
Wait, do all that again. Do it all again. Slowly, but with crayons.
Alright, so we are on Magic Eden. Let me just even log out from the wallet. This is what Magic Eden looks like upon you log in. You go, log in with your wallet. I have Rabbi wallet here. Let me refresh.
What is a wallet?
Oh my god.
Remember, we're on Facebook as well.
Yeah. So basically, Rabbi wallet is the wallet that you use for everything Web3. So you will have to have tokens inside the wallet, a currency. So for example, this wallet has Say in it, which is the currency that we're going to be using for everything. And essentially you attach it to your browser. So you just go to rabbi.io, and I'll drop the name Arena. You go to rabbi.io, download it, then get Say onto your wallet through Binance, or through talking to me, talking to Andrew, talking to anyone. They can get you some Say. Then once you're in Magic Eden, you have to look for the Say logo here, which is this one. It says Say. It must say Say. You know, if it doesn't say Say, then it's not Say. Right? Right. So
what are you trying to say?
I'm really just like what I'm trying to say really is that if you don't want to say Say, then you will not be able to see Say.
Yes, you got to see Say.
Yeah.
NFL.
So you go to the Mint terminal, which is here, and Doksuki will be featured here. So let's assume this is Doksuki. You click on it. You pick how many you want to mint. You can see the amount being deducted. You click on the button. You sign the transaction in the wallet, and you're set. That's simple. Then once you go to collection, you will see my items. There is one here. This is my item. Then you can go list it with however prices you want. So that's how it works.
And how do you get Say?
So there are two ways for you to get Say. The first one is to simply go to Magic Eden, Coinbase, Bybit, any sex exchange that you have, and basically just withdraw from that exchange onto your wallet. The other method you can do is if you don't have, or if you already have tokens on another blockchain, you can go to a website called simpleswap.io, and you can convert any funds you have. So AVAX, Bitcoin, Doge, Fiat, like anything, you can convert it to Say EVM. Then you simply just get the tokens like that, which is great because not everyone has Say, but some people have Bitcoin, have Doge, have Solana.
Are you showing something on your screen that we can't see?
No, I just typed in the chat, and it's just.
I see. Okay, that's awesome. So what happens if you've never, like you've got a credit card, but you've never bought crypto before?
So if you have a credit card, the easiest way for you to get crypto is to KYC. So you just go onto Binance, Kraken, Bybit, any of those centralized exchanges. Once you pass the identity check, you can import your credit card there. And once you import the credit card information, you can literally just buy crypto there. I think they take between 2% to 3%, and if you do a bank transfer, it takes 1% or less even.
What is KYC?
Know your customer. It's when never you have to do this annoying process of showing your face to the camera, showing your identity, opening your mouth, looking up, looking down, looking left, looking right, and then an action and a and basically this is how the exchange knows you're real.
Is it worth it doing all this stuff?
I mean, you've already done this stuff.
No, man, I mean for all the people on the Facebooks and the YouTubes have never, they don't know anything about NFTs and stuff. So why should they do this stuff?
Oh, because it's the future, man. Like if you don't have crypto right now, you risk getting your assets lost. So just like inflation is eating down the economy right now, you have around a 7% inflation rate per year. So technically, if you just have $100 today, after a year, it will be worth $93. After a year, it will be worth maybe $82. So inflation is eating very quickly into the dollars. So you have to hedge the inflation with something. And usually what people tend to do is hedge it with an asset that would likely go up in time, with time. So one of these assets, which is very popular, is Bitcoin. Bitcoin is currently the seventh largest asset in terms of market cap in the world. It's more than Meta even. Like it's worth 2 point something trillion dollars. So basically, it acts like gold, where people buy Bitcoin to hedge against the inflation. And really, the other cryptos that we use, like say Avalanche, Solana, Ethereum, all of those names that you typically hear, those are the cryptos that have some sort of reason to use, some sort of utility inside an ecosystem. So while Bitcoin is the most popular crypto and the most safe crypto that would likely go up in value forever, you have other cryptos that act as a utility token. So for example, Say, which is the token that we're using, has a feature which allows people to send each other transactions in a split second with paying virtually nothing in fees. While other chains, you will have to wait a few seconds before a transaction goes through, even a few minutes sometimes, and you will have to pay more fees as more people on the chain transact. So we decided to build our game on the Say network because of these features. So you have to have these tokens for the utility within the ecosystem. And what's nice about them is that you can literally transact with other people without going through third parties like banks. So if I do something for Andrew, for Uncle Funk, and he wants to send me money, instead of going through third parties, losing in fees, spending time, he can just be like, what's your Say address? And I just send him my address, and within a button click, he can send me the money in the Say currency. And a lot of people think that cryptocurrency isn't real currency. Like they'd be saying, like, how can I cash this out? This is not real money. While it technically is, because you can literally, within these centralized exchanges, withdraw these currencies onto your bank accounts. Does that answer your question, Andrew?
Yes, it does. Thank you. What is this on screen right now?
All right. So inside the ecosystem that we have multiple assets. And the reason why we are in an asset economy, why we issue multiple assets, is because we have a system that rewards early investors, early supporters, early believers, and we use those assets to onboard more people to the ecosystem. So think about it this way. If you were to build a hospital and you wanted $1 million, maybe a bit more, maybe you wanted $10 million, what you could do is you could either get a loan, you could open investment rounds, or you can issue shares, basically. And the shares would be something like this. You'd be like, hey, everyone, I'm selling 100 shares. Every share is going to cost $10,000. And if you buy my share, you will get a special room inside the hospital just for you and your family, for example. So these people now have a third kind of reason to invest in this hospital is because they have direct value outside of this hospital. So now they just own an asset within this ecosystem, which is the hospital. Now, these NFTs and these tokens are something very close to that concept. So whenever we issue assets, like for example, on the screen you can see a small girl holding a sword, a yellow sword. That asset is called Funket, and it's an NFT. So it's a picture on the blockchain that actually costs money. Believe it or not, right now it costs around $250 just to get your hands on one of these. And really what that does is there are a few of it and it has an in-game utility. So early people will want to make sure they secure some of these assets so that later on they can use it inside the game. And the more and more people seek after these assets, the higher value they become. Now, we have multiple assets of that sort. What we're doing currently is we're going to do an airdrop, which means we're going to give gifts to the people who hold our assets, and we tend to do that a lot. So as you see on the screen right now is multiple assets. So every picture is an asset. And basically, if you have these assets, you will get a certain amount of keys. What are the keys? The keys are used to open up loot boxes inside our ecosystem. So you get more NFTs if you have keys. But essentially, the keys are sellable. You can sell them on the marketplace for real money. So the more assets you have, the more keys you get, the more assets you can get in return, and the more money you can make. The simple thing that you see here is for every single NFT, you can get a certain amount of keys based on the perceived value of that NFT. So if you have this Funket that I just talked about, you can get 4 keys. If you have a Funky, which is the one above it, you can get 2 keys. If you have a Doksuki, which is the one on the hard left with the mask on, you can get 5 keys. And these keys are either sellable or consumable that you can use inside the game.
So how does this work? So there's a key, and then there's a picture of Katsu, and then there's a picture of all these other dudes over here. What is all this stuff?
So inside the game that we are building, instead of creating things ourselves, keeping them to ourselves, and having people buy them directly from the ownership of the game, we are taking a different route. The reason why we're doing this from a community perspective, while we're airdropping keys to everyone, we're launching assets left and right, is because these assets are going to become inside the game useful. So think about any game that you know, Counter-Strike, Dota, any other game that features things that you can buy. Fortnite, for example. When Fortnite, if you want to buy a skin, you take the money, you give it to Fortnite, and they give you the skin. If you want to sell the skin, well, guess what? You cannot. Who has the money now? Fortnite. So the dynamic, the relationship between the gamer and the association behind the game is really toxic. It's not really genuine. While with what we're doing, these assets are in the hands of the people. And whenever we're issuing new assets, we get a very minimal percent as the gain from those assets in terms of income, and the rest gets distributed to the community. And this is the community who is actually selling these assets to other players. So we are this way building a multi-million-dollar community first, which is going to be what will build a multi-million-dollar game second. And you do this if you're really facing circumstances where you don't have the backing of the huge investors and you have to bootstrap everything yourself. You have to include the community with you. And this is why our approach is great. I could argue for why this approach would trump any other approach, but I think I made a pretty good case about it so far.
Yeah, I like it. So in the beginning, you used the term asset-based economy. Is that right? Is that the term that you used?
Yes.
Can you go into that with a
Yeah,
bit of detail?
yeah. So um, let's think about a typical scenario where I'm going to use Fortnite again for this example, where I will show the difference with when a game does utility-based economy, when a game does asset-based economy, and when a game does a mix of both, let's say. So think about Fortnite, for example. Fortnite, you log in, you have your Epic Games account, you go into the store, you can buy V-Bucks. You spend $10, you get the V-Bucks. The $10 is sent to the team behind Fortnite. Then use those $10 to buy skins. These skins have zero in-game value. So you're not going to use these skins to win games. Well, you could argue that you're intimidating other players by having skins, but you aren't really going to win the game by just having skins. So here you have spent money on a utility. You haven't, or on a cosmetic rather. You haven't really, oh, that's better. You haven't really spent money on something useful. The asset-based economy is whenever you spend money, you're spending it on something that will likely increase in value with time, that is useful inside the game, and that you can sell. Eventually, we can even create mechanisms where you can mortgage your, uh, you can literally you can rent assets, you can mortgage assets, you can get equity against these assets, and those assets are NFTs and tokens. So it literally works that way. So you have these games which are like Operation Safe Place, The Beacon. I think most Web3 games are like that, where you would buy assets, and these assets are valuable because they have in-game utility, and they also have this option where you can sell them when they go up in value. So, for example, my old Fortnite account, I have my little brother who opened it after 4 years since I stopped playing, and he screamed. He was like, "Dude, you have these amazing skins. If you can sell this account, it can get you a lot of money." And I'm like, "Really? Like, I've been sleeping on this. I didn't know I had a gold mine just because they aged." So these assets are aging with time, so they're having their value increase bit by bit. Just like the Lucille packs were minted for $2, now they're worth $14. The games that do a mix of both, but really fail to nail the aspects, really is Counter-Strike, for example, or Dota, where you can buy skins which aren't going to boost your gaming essentially, but are just a cosmetic, and you can sell it back on their marketplace for in-game currencies. But you cannot withdraw this in-game currency, and really they take like 10% out of the fees whenever you want to sell anything. So I think the best way to approach the asset-based economies are like the ones we are doing currently with Operation Safeness.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is why we are building $1 billion ecosystem. I'm very excited about how all of this will fit into Citadel, but before we see if Jason's finished shoving food into his face hole, Senior Choice, are you still there?
Yes, sir. I'm testing the new tutorial map, going through it again and again. It's looking really polished. The jumps and the lights and the polishing. I see all the work you put into it.
Yeah, there's a lot of passion and suffering that has gone into this game.
I'm gonna go ahead and stream some of it if you want to walk me through.
Oh, sure. Yeah, you're welcome to stream. Were you able to hear anything of what Joey was saying, or did you fall asleep?
I went through it. He was explaining it in very simple words. He managed to make me a little drowsy, but I understood it all. He nailed it. No, it was great, Habibi. You're breaking it up out for the masses. So he was simplifying every complex term in our industry for anybody to understand what it is about and how to get into it and why to get into it. So he did a great job. I was enjoying the beats on low volume too. The fact that you can play music while you start the tutorial is nice. So I had the beats in the background and then Habibi breaking it to us. You see, he has such a relaxing voice. That's why. I was not the only one. He even used that trick in the song too. It's it's these vibes that connect with you deeper, like mind
Yeah, your
control.
subconscious. Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
la 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 lee. But that's like the lesbian way,
It must be the voice
Yeah,
of the consciousness. Yeah. Say no more.
yeah. So those of you who didn't notice, Joey, like when I hear the term Arab, I don't. So are people in Lebanon, the Lebanese, the lesbians, are you qualified as Arabs?
So, you've opened a very, very, very popular topic in the region.
Oh.
So, some Lebanese people will get offended if you call them Arabs, because if you go to Lebanon, you will find no deserts, no camels, and literally most uh, Lebanese people under 18 don't even speak Arabic now. They either speak English or French. Like I was chilling with my little brother last day, and I was like, we're going to the museum on Thursday, and I said Thursday in Arabic. He was like, "What does that mean?" I'm like, "What? Like you're what?" So some people get offended when you call them Arabs in Lebanon, but other people are going to hold on to their Arab roots. But essentially, just because we have a clash of ethnicities inside Lebanon, you will have people that look Arab, you will have people that really look like the stereotypical Arabs, you will have people that look like me, you will have people that look like Papa Bear, and you will have people that look like Senior Choice. So really, if you were to just come in Lebanon and without knowing that you're in Lebanon and walk in the streets, you have zero chances of guessing that you're in Lebanon. So some people will consider themselves Phoenicians as they have Phoenician roots. Some will consider themselves pure Arab coming from Syria.
Wow. Yeah, we also have a bit of an identity crisis here in South Africa because what am I? I'm a white guy in Africa, so am I African?
Yeah.
I mean, it's been multiple generations since anybody in my family came from Europe, like in the 1800s.
Wow.
So are we Europeans? So I think like worldwide, when it comes to am I an Arab, am I this, I've just decided that I'm a potato. And
but are you a European potato or an African potato, Andrew?
Do potatoes have classifications?
Oh yeah, everything does.
So Dom says I'm an African of European descent. Are you calling me decent? It's funny. Descent is like also like going down. So
Yeah.
decent descent. So like in America, what is it, like an African American? I'm not really fond of that term because all the inverted commas African Americans I've met in America, they're not African at all. They're American because people from Africa are vastly different to people in America. So I always wonder about how we connect to our different cultural affiliations and how important it is to people. Like on the Christian side of things, like Jesus actually says, if you don't hate the culture of your mother and father, you're not worthy of following him. So I was like, so maybe one of the big problems in life is our obsession with culture, with who did things a certain way yesterday, instead of us focusing on how we do things today. Although these days, and Joey, maybe, just maybe, this could be true. Being in Web3, I struggle to see myself as part of anything other than Web3. Like, I don't know. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, as a...
You tried. You tried. Yeah.
What did I try?
You did try to become part of Web3. Then you got hacked and you got pissed. Then you were like, you take care of the Web3 stuff. I'll just build the game.
Yeah, but I'm still building it in Web3, and I feel like even though this place is so dangerous, I feel like I don't really... The Web 2 people seem to be in a different world to me, because we're so entrenched.
Yeah.
I mean, most of our relationships are Web 3. Most of our income is from Web 3.
Yep. It's been this way for me for the last 4 years.
Yeah, it's interesting. Anyway, so I'm decided I'm going to identify myself as a twisted tinker. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, look. So to continue on that note, I've seen more racism from Christian communities toward Muslims in Lebanon than I have seen in Europe. And really, it gets you wondering, like, when a community is so enclosed within each other, even if it's inside the same country, even if it's still inside Web3, you will still get people who will try to fight each other and find something to distinguish themselves from each other. Whether it's sect, religion, game, blockchain, like blockchains seem like different countries, and for some reason people get offended when you switch blockchains. I think it's one of the challenges that we will be facing in our lifetimes.
Well, Senior Choice, I mean, think about this for a second. Oh, what's that sound? Okay, so Senior Choice is a devout Muslim, but he's also a gamer, and he's also an angel. So what do we call him? Like a McAngel.
I'm just a simple choice.
A simple choice. Choose choice.
There you go. I remember when I was playing Dota, the first one inside Warcraft 3. I don't know if Habibi Joy was able to play that one, but there was this character Juggernaut, the Sword Master, an orc. And
Juggernaut.
One of his phrases was "excellent choice."
Excellent choice.
Yeah. And you were like, thank you.
Yeah, I was 11 years old, 12 years old, Hobbs, and yeah, I was enjoying that character so much.
Really? Is this why your name is Choice?
No, it's actually my second last name, but I just vibed with it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's Chinese, maybe.
Yeah, excellent choice.
Like that. Second last name, so you're like Hermano Chaquita Choice Guarduarto.
It's a crazy last name. Garcia, Choice, Núñez Padilla, Scribano. Like, it's a mix of bloods, mostly from Europe, Asia, and obviously Latin America too, but yeah, a little bit of everything.
So,
sounds like
your choice,
a meal.
Do you still play Dota?
I stopped playing Dota because League of Legends came out first. Otherwise, I would play Dota with you, but I was really, really good at Dota 1, as in like competing on a local level, because, well, Garena was the only way to participate like on an international level or Battle.net, but you had to pay, and obviously we had to crack games to be able to play them, so we didn't have the official versions. So we did play with Garena, but the ping was an issue, so we had to see into the future, and yet we were
Oh
really
yeah.
good. But yeah, like you know
Oh
what's gonna happen 3 seconds,
yeah.
3 seconds
Yeah.
after. So yes, you're casting the skills 3 seconds before
I
the things
relate
actually
with that.
happen. Yeah,
I
those
relate
were
with that. Once I was in France, and there was my roommate there, and there was a problem with the internet, and we had a huge FPS lag. So we didn't have frames per second, we had seconds per frame. And I was playing Dota and clicking on the screen without seeing what's happening, and I was killing the heroes. And my friend was like, "Hold, like what the? How are you doing this?" I'm like, "Dude, we grew up like this. We
yeah,
grew
we
up
adapt.
predicting."
There you go.
Yes.
Yeah, those were good times. But I still remember most of the
Seconds
lore,
per frame. Yes.
the lag. And sometimes when you would say, "Hey, I'm lagging," they're like, "Yeah, sure, mental lag, you mean?" And no, it's not
Yes, yeah,
mental.
like sure, bro, sure. I remember like sometimes I would, because you have to take last hits in Dota and you have to really wait until the HP is very low to hit. But
Yeah.
because I've had played so much with lag on Dota, I would know when the hero would get low HP, and I would calculate the speed of my lag, and then I would press attack like 2 seconds before so I can get the last hit right.
There you go, man. Yes, good old times. I used to play many characters. Ricky Maru was one of my favorite ones, the stealth assassin, and then the
Yeah,
tiny, the guy who would grab a tree and could toss his allies or enemies into the air. And then
yeah,
I will build the Dagon, which was like the ultimate of the lion, like the finger of death, where you just point
yeah,
at an enemy and they make
yeah.
plop. But
Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
In Dota 1, it was so popular to build Dagons. Like, I
yes.
remember I would get a hero like Traxxas, for example, Joe Ranger, and I wouldn't know what to build, and I would just get a Dagon and would walk
No, I
around.
remember the Kimbard and the Butterfly and the Divine Sword and getting them the Roshan early. All of the
Oh,
characters,
nice,
I was very good. Yes, I
nice.
played
So
that for
low.
years. Like when I was in high school, I was, yeah, between 11 and 15, because I finished high school when I was 15. I was always strategizing on the breaks with my friends and saving the money, restraining myself from eating in the breaks just to keep that budget to go to the gaming center and play
Yeah,
Dota with my friends at the cafe. So we
yeah,
would go and just game hop for hours, and I was like, "Hey, I'm gonna go this champion, and like this is the combo, this is the wombo combo." Like, if you go
yes,
Sand
yes.
King and I go, like, I will stun, then you enter. Sometimes we would even troll with the techies, the guy that puts the mines and blows up
Yeah,
everything.
yeah,
That's amazing, man. Like sometimes we would
yeah.
just scroll and
Have
build.
you seen how Dota 2 is like right now?
Yes, I've seen it, and I've seen the money that it moves, and lots of my childhood friends are still playing it today. But I'm telling you, I got moved to League of Legends because it launched before Dota. Like Dota 2 took so long to come out, so it lost my loyalty as a
Yeah,
gamer, and then League of Legends took over, and it was easier. Like I didn't need to focus so much on denying minions
yeah.
from the enemy. Like it's easier, it's friendlier. Dota is still more
Oh,
complex,
yeah,
and I miss that. But you needed to be more of a sweaty gamer on Dota than on League of
yeah,
Legends. So I was growing. It was like, okay, this is more casual, this is entertaining. And since I already had the skills from Dota, it was easy for me to level up on League of Legends. So on League of Legends, I went to the Diamond League soon, and for a few time challenger, and then I was just boosting accounts and getting paid for it in the gaming center. So the people who had money but didn't have fingers would be like, "Hey, Choice, help me boost my account. I'll give you X amount." Oh, okay, let's
dude,
get it.
we had the same history, man. Insane. I used to play Meepo so much, and I
Oh,
would
Meepo was
grind
so
for,
good. Yeah, you needed many
yeah,
fingers, but the nets are insane, and the ultimate poof, poof, poof. Goodbye,
yes,
enemy.
and I would grind for people that would pay me my hours in the network.
Yeah, there you go. So in League of Legends, I was mainly support characters, and yeah, for a time I was the best Jana in Latin America. I migrate before we only had North American servers, but then they created the LATAM server, so I migrated my account to LATAM, and I got all the good
Let me
old
give you
stuff.
guys some good news.
Go for it, Dunks.
What you're seeing here on screen
All right.
That
You
is
got
a
my attention.
piece of the MOBA map.
Whoa, we need that. You got my attention. We need that, sir. Ooh.
So imagine this. Joey, are you ready?
I was born ready.
Ah, thought you were born Joey. But we'll go with ready. Ready, are you ready? Are you Indian? Okay. Imagine this. So you know that we want to put everything we love about gaming in one game, right?
Yeah.
So,
Correct.
first off, the map is floating islands connected with highways, right? Shape of the map is the typical MOBA map. It's hexagonal. Let me see if I can show people.
3 lanes
3 lanes.
and the jungle.
Yes. So I'll go into more detail in another stream, but the MOBA players will know exactly what we're talking about here. Okay. Hey, makes only beats. Okay. So you see this highway that the character's standing on there. I just was experimenting with some assets that we want to use for hyper optimization, because right now what you're playing is a single player version of Operation Safe Place. So there we were going the whole hog to really push the limitations on what PCs could handle. To see, okay, how good can we make maps look before players really just can't anymore, you know? What PCs can handle it, and that helped us a lot. So the multiplayer, we're going about very differently, and because this stuff all has to be replicated, which means it has to look the same on everybody's screen, and the background has to be very, very light so that you can focus on the gameplay. Anyway, okay, so what you're seeing here is there's a highway that's crossing between 2 islands. It's hanging in the air, so if you fall off the edge, you die. Now, this gameplay is, we really love the way you fly into a battle royale maps. And by the way, we're not only working on the MOBA map, we're also working on the battle royale map. Just don't tell anybody. So we really love battle royale maps, and the way you fly in is just awesome, you know? So let me... I'm going to share PowerPoint and then draw some terrible things here.
Deal. I'll be back in 1 minute. I need to go to the bathroom.
Go for it, Habibi.
Not image. Share. Not invite guests. Woo! I'm hitting all the wrong buttons. So I must stop that screen, and I must share screen, and I must share screen, and I must... Okay, here we go. Right. So grab a pencil. Right. So typically, yes, makes only beats. Funk is pushing buttons again. So typically, on a battle royale, everybody, is basically a free for all, where you're either by yourself or in a team, and there's like a whole bunch of other teams in a map, and the map gets smaller and smaller and smaller, and the moment you die, you're out. So we're building a battle royale as well, but for the MOBA, which is a multiplayer. Huh? Was it?
I'm back, by the way.
Welcome back. So a MOBA, which is a multiplayer online battle arena, there's always a particular way that map is designed, but we like the aspect of flying into battle like you have on Battle Royale and choosing where you're going to land and fight. So typically, you know, this, it's like, usually that's the shape of a MOBA, and you've got that's your headquarters, and you've got to try and whack each other's headquarters. And there's a road down here. There's a road along the side, which is nicely drawn, like that. This one is usually called bottom. This one is usually called top, because it's the top of the map and the bottom of the map. So they call this side top over here, and they call this side bottom. So you think that's top, but it's not top, because that's not your side. This is your side over here. I guess. How do I undo all of that? Let me see. Control zing zong zing zong zong. Okay, so this is typically top. That's bottom. And the reason the map is shaped like this is so that when you play, you're usually a team of 5 people. So let's say we're red team, and usually you have 2 guys on that lane and 2 guys on that lane, and usually middle lane is 1 person, and you're pushing in that direction to try and get up there. Now, what stops you from getting up there, just for people who don't understand how multiplayer online battle arena works, is they've got turrets. So it's already got a turret system in MOBAs. So usually over here, they'll have a big turret or a bunch of turrets, you know, and then about here, and then about here, and then about there in the middle. And in the same way, the red team, they've also, that's their battle arena, and they've also got like a turret over here, and they've got like a turret over there and a turret over there, and that thing can kill players. It can kill whatever's coming towards it. Now you've got little creatures coming from your base and heading towards their base, little creatures coming from their base heading towards your base, plus the players. So it's quite a battle. So Unreal Engine has now got something called MASS, M-A-S-S, which allows us to, and we're going to experiment with this, to have like literally hundreds of little creatures running down there, and most computers can handle it. Manic Pixie Trash Panda says that's a bad package design. So it looks like, what does it look like? Oh goodness. Okay, stand by.
You need to, yeah. It's usually called up because the diamond is lying down, so it doesn't look like what it looks like at the moment.
How do I erase everything? Okay, let me just delete that slide. There for a second, like a doctor of sorts. Okay, so are there children drawing with crayons? I try and tell people all the time not to underestimate my incompetence, but nobody believes me. Anyway, okay, so let me put a triangle here. So I'm going to tell you how cool our design is, and no one can judge me. So
I think that what you needed to do, it's actually like a square, but you just flip it a little bit, and that's it. And that's why top is called top, because it's like the top corner of the square, and then the bottom corner of the square is the bot lane, and the middle is the lane that goes from one side to the other.
Yeah, in general, it's kind of like that, but it's just easier using a long map. But anyway, so So now this is what we want to do. Don't know, Joey, are you ready for this? So, so you,
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just gonna put all the bases here. Okay, so this over here, this is your camp, right? So camp is in jungle, you know. Just hope I don't do something else that is questionable for the.
Yes.
Yeah, see, this world is a whole other world there. All right, so it looks like eyes now. It's not a Ku Klux Klan mask. Leave me alone.
That's a good one. That's a good.
People see anything. It's like it's one of those Rorschach situations.
Yeah, you have to be careful. You're live on Facebook as well.
Onks, I sent you an image of the outlet of the map on Dota original MOBA. So you can just bring it up on
that's
on top
better.
of
Thank
it.
you. Thank you. Yeah, then I won't be in trouble anymore. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me copy and yeah, paste. There we go. You're here, Twisted. Twisted is always here. He's our favorite stalker. There you go. So that's the bottom of the map. Making Halloween decorations. Bottom and top. Okay, now there's places here that where's my drawer? Seeing people are going to judge me for my terrible. What? Henry? Hello, Henry.
Hey, Henry, how you doing?
I'll tell you guys who Henry is. So Henry, you know, we're live on multiple platforms. Your audio's off. You're muted. You're muted. You got to unmute your mic.
No, but
There
I'm in
you
a
go.
very noisy place. I'm in a very noisy place, so I'm gonna mute it.
So as long as you can hear, you're fine, eh? Yeah, love Henry. Henry's one of my favorite people on earth. He's a really great man. He's involved in everything social, political, financial. Such an awesome dude too. It's an honor to call him a friend. All right, so here we go. Right, so this is a typical multiplayer battle arena where you fight from your position and push forward to take out the towers of your enemy and then eventually destroy their base. So our bases will be called player citadels, like Team Red, Team Blue, whatever. And this is what's exciting, Joey, is this is all ours happens in the clouds on islands. So you got to get from island to island, and that means that you must be able to fly.
Oh boy.
So these turrets over here are actually gantries. So let me use green because those things are green. So you go there, and those things are like little bridges over the. So there's a main bridge that goes from your base to the other base. So you got to push forward to win those battles, right? And the same thing over here. These bridges go up and around, and these bridges go up and around, and they've got lots of little baddies coming all the way down to attack you. Baddies coming all the way down, and these turrets over here have got basic. They've got a basic turret on them, but you leave your base and you stay around that one for about 12 seconds, and now you own it, and now you can put 4 of your own tower defense turrets on that one. The moment you've done this, a tank starts moving from here. Same there and same there. So now this tank starts out with nothing on it, but you can put turrets on it and upgrade your turrets. And that tank, as it moves forward, is going to whack those mobs and help you take down these gantry turrets over here and probably end up in a fight with their tank at some point. But that action is happening the whole time. Now, the way you get there is this over here is actually like a power cord. This thing over here that powers a floating city that is above the map around about here. And when you start, you actually jump off that floating city and you can fly like you would on a battle royale game. You can actually fly from there to land at wherever you want to start the game. So you can fly down, you can start in the... Oh, look at that. It automatically made it straight. I didn't know it does that. No?
You only work once.
Yeah, I was like, what? So you always, whenever you can either do a RTB, which is like a teleport where you return to base so that you can dive up there, do some shopping. That's where you spend your valor and upgrade your turrets and stuff. And then you can jump down and fly to another base, or one of these places and reinforce it. Or if there's a battle going on, you can RTB quickly and then go and fly to where your teammates are fighting the other enemy teammates, or they've decided to take on the tank or whatever it is. Or there's something called ganking, where a bunch of you and your teammates will go and attack a single enemy player, or they do that to you. So you can actually decide, okay, you've got like they're called wards that pick up where other players are, and you can all like RTB and then go and gank someone because your wards picked up someone behind the lines. If you try and jump out here and fly all the way into enemy territory, you're going to get hit by anti-air fire. So it's worth the risk sometimes. If you can keep healing yourself in the air and maybe land like behind enemy lines, that's something. But the whole concept here is that as much as possible, we want players to be able to look down and see the whole map from there. So let's get a blue color over here. So you can see the whole map from here. And then what you do is you jump down, secure that one. You can put up to 4 turrets on it. Same over there, same over there. And the moment you've secured that one, your tank starts moving forward. It's kind of like the payload in Overwatch. And if you lose it, then the tank reverses and it goes back to the previous place. So the whole time, you and your team are just like making sure that you're holding things and fighting and trying to get that tank to move forward. So you don't necessarily need the tank to win, but it certainly is a valuable part of your strategy, because you can put that thing becomes a moving set of turrets. And so we would always advise then players to really crank up one of the tanks on one of the lanes, or if they want to spend all their valor on all of the tanks on all of the lanes, that's the game dynamic. How does that sound to you, Senior Choice?
It sounds mind-blowing. I mean, I've played different MOBAs, but I never imagined one where you could place different towers on top of a tank and fly around and push with it. It's it sounds really cool. I gotta test it as soon as it's ready, because it's really interesting.
It's like third person shooter MOBA tower defense RTS.
Battle Royale.
Yeah,
yes. It all together.
We're gonna have to come up with an acronym that reads like a Welsh word.
Returgi MOBA.
There you go.
Yeah.
But it sounds really, really good, Anx. I'm glad that there are plans for it already. Now, the questions that popping in my head is, usually on MOBAs, you get to select a champion with a role. If we're talking about the OSP MOBA, I for sure believe that we need to have a Lucille, a Katsu, and the tank guy. But those are 3. Usually MOBAs bring plenty of champions from both factions, right? You got like the good side and the dark side, or like humans and orcs, or angels and evils, or even it feels like this. There was a MOBA that you had gods playing versus each other. I don't remember the name at the moment. Probably Joy knows it. I played it back in the days. You could pick like it's the same stuff, right? The 3 lanes, and you could pick like either Greek gods or Egyptian gods, or from different culture gods. And my question is, are we going to have more characters that are relevant, or every single player becomes their own champion?
Yeah, that's a very good question. I'm just going to copy some text here and then paste it in. I think it's a. Everybody, calm down. I'm just trying to find something. Okay, jeez, I can't believe how like people shout at me. You know.
What was the word of it that you used the other day? I keep forgetting. I'm gonna check on my notes. You had this word of the son of David, was it? Like complaining.
What? I hope I'm back. Am I back?
You're back, sir.
Sorry. Oh, the Absalom. Am I Absaloming myself?
You're Absaloming yourself.
Yeah, just calm down, everybody. Calm down. Don't fight with yourself. Soulbound affinities, they're called. So you're yourself, your own player, but you're going to have multiple characters, obviously, because I'm going to paste it in here. Just calm down, everybody. Yes, he's shouting and screaming and crying. It's like really bad. Like all of you just. Okay. Yay. I'm glad Tinkerbell likes it. Okay. So, I'm going to need an entire new page for it. Okay. New slide. Okay. Here we go. Okay. You can't read this, but I can. Maybe you can. I don't know. I'm not telling you what you can and can't read. It's not a permission thing. So don't call me like whatever, racist or fascist or whatever. I'm watching these comments. Just a tinker. It's like, did he just call me Tinkerbell?
You could have called him Stinkerbell.
Yeah, I would never do that.
Oh man, we now need to edit a picture of Twisted Tinker into Tinkerbell, don't we? Okay.
It's in your choice, even
Yes, sir. I can read Soulbound's affinities, like passive cosmetics forward.
Okay, so Children of the Light. That's where you're linked to Lucille. So you're gonna build out your build, your loadout before you come into the game, and that's going to happen in the infusion system, because whatever you infuse abilities wise, we'll show that in another stream. You still have to pay when you're in game. You still got to earn valor and pay valor for those upgrades. And so you can have an ultra exotic whatever, and another guy can have a common, and he might still be able to beat you because he didn't let you get high enough on that tree. We'll explain that balance later, but you can choose. You're going to come in with your support, your damage, or your tank. So So Children of the Light, that's people who really have a Lucille build. So they can repair things. They have extended abilities. They basically support, right? Then you've got the Rothborn who do damage. They're with Katsu. And then you've got the Mujahideen of the Crescent Moon, which is defense. That's up. So those are players who are tanks. Twisted Tinker says, "Hey, it's me, Tinkerbee."
So, Funk, what you're saying here is we've got you as the Children of the Light. So in your choice, I'm going to have to label you as the Mujahideen of the Crescent Moon.
100%.
And that would leave me representing the Wrathborn. Not that I'm an angry person at all.
Yep, let's get that team rolling.
Yeah, boy. Oh, and we've completely derailed Funk's train of thought here.
No, the internet keeps dropping, man. I don't know what's going on.
I thought you were so blown away with my visual representation of each person assigned to a...
Yeah, so you can go in, and because your own inventory, remember, you might have a ultra exotic S tier Children of the Light build, right? And you've got like 16,000 NFTs infused into this particular build, and you don't care about the tank, you don't care about putting turrets down, you just are 100% focused on heals, you know. Then a new guy might come in there with the Children of the Light build, but he doesn't even have a single legendary. He doesn't even know what infusion is yet. Although we wouldn't really have him playing at that level. We'd try and have something called an infusion rating balance system. But the infusion rating is determined by how many NFTs are infused into one NFT. But anyway, the whole thing here is you would probably have, let's say an S tier obsessive player potentially has like 3 mega built characters, all of them, 16,000 NFT infused loadouts.
You're talking about Giorgio, right?
Yeah, Giorgio type guy. And so that's what he's looking at when he comes in. So he can choose, like if he wants to have damage, does he want to have damage and heals in his build? So all of this you actually do before you load in. Or you might, like at the loading screen, see that the other team has got healers and whatnot, and then decide, okay, you want to switch up to like a massive, like all 5 of your players want to go damage dealers, because if the other team doesn't have any tank style players, then both and they're heavy on support, then you can just take your glass cannons in and just kill them all the whole time, But that's how basically you would choose what you want to do. Is I'll show you quickly what an infusion system looks like. What's the time here? 1 more minute. Okay, so I'll have to do this quickly.
Take your time.
This would be a great time to rug it. I have to do this quickly. Oh wait, Joey, back up. My PC shut down. It got very warm. Oh wait. Is Joey on the stage?
No, I don't see him on the stage.
I haven't seen him join.
Okay, so an infusion system is, you'll see, it says common, 5 infusion slots, rare 10 infusion slots, legendary 15 infusion slots, exotic 20, and ultra exotic 25 infusion slots. So I'm going to quickly share, if I can find it. Wonder if I put it in Citadel. No. Okay, I think maybe Friday night, because tomorrow night is the community. It's the Citadel X and stuff. But I'll show you guys. So let me just see if it's in here. Okay, internet is dropping the whole time, so I think I'm going to end the stream here. And we'll talk about infusion systems, I think Friday night.
Amazing.
Yeah, and then you guys can learn. But basically, it's incredible. Like, it's awesome because it gives all of your NFTs worth. That's where all the NFTs that you're getting now all infuse into each other, lots of awesome stuff to come. And before this internet completely dies, I don't know what's going on, if they're updating or upgrading or something, if there's lightning or whatever. But let me just say goodbye. Thank you. Love you all. Don't eat your own poo. That's very unhealthy. All right.